Good afternoon, my loves. Welcome to a day in the life of a normal person, where I have actually been notified I need some explaining to do, and why we are titled A Day in the Life of a Normal Person. I take for granted that I have more new viewers coming every day that don't, like, who's gonna really honestly, like, no normal person actually scrolls all the way down to the beginning of all the uploads and watches them from the very beginning. That'd be borderline insanity. I am sorry that I have just assumed every one of you understand this journey that we've been on together. And man, my ears are ringing, right side in particular, but really gaining some center. Thick ringing. Wow, almost pretty solid. Okay, I like to note that just because as I gain more clarity and insight with my connection to my intuition, it's important to take note of the tone that the ringing is, where it is located, left or right, divine feminine or masculine. All of these things really add up. So anyway, day in the life of a normal person, though, sorry. So that's part of the deal, first of all. We go with the flow here. That is the absolute number one thing, which is perfect for the day, because the color, too, is the color of sea blue and sky blue, and just the representing the flow of life and the ease and the comfort, okay, of labels aren't important. It's just living life, and I'm here as a human vessel that interprets message from spirits, guides, source. I've just been on this journey, let's see, that so many are on, and I was so new and unknowing when I began it. So this is for those other noobs out there, that just it's confusing, and even as you awaken, like, it's still crazy, like, it is. You don't forget your life as a muggle entirely, so to say. Yeah, and here in a day, we don't, labels are simply, we have language, so that whole take it as it resonates and leave what doesn't, because God, source, understands. It's just like the different religions. I talk a lot about Christianity because even we pull tarot, and you have no idea how much this is based in the Christian faith when you look up the history of tarot in itself. It's crazy. Even the Catholic Church and stuff, like, it's just nuts. So people, it's just nuts to me that, like, Christians, I was labeled a Christian for about the first 40 years of my life, but I've always just been a spiritually guided person, even as a little tot. Like, I can't tell you how many times I took Jesus into my heart to the point where it annoyed my mother. I was always asking everybody, like, Jesus has just always been my best friend. There's just no denying it. And it's very awesome to have, in the last 24 hours, come into full understanding of my connection to Christ, like consciousness and the power that we have. And Jesus came to this earth to be a human, like, his soul's mission, Jesus' soul mission was to help us understand that we are called to embody that Christ light consciousness. That's why you take him into your heart, to be saved. Anyway, so just this channel started off as shower thoughts, because whenever I'm in the water, I'm a water sign. My sun sign is a Scorpio, and so I've always gotten my intuitive messages, always, like, whenever I'm in the shower or the bath, like, whoever I was living with at the time unknowingly is get called into the bathroom 999 times, because I have so much to say and I had to get it out. So then I finally decided I'm just going to start recording it. But at the same time, this is like about 6 months ago now, I received my first tarot deck. And what a gift this was to connect me even deeper to my intuition. So anyway, I wasn't ever going to give anybody a glimpse of me in the actual shower. That was just, It was just where needed to record because I had to be in the water. It's just so powerful for me, and even still is. Like yesterday, I got the most awesome downloads in the bath. And oh wait, was it this morning? It's been a long morning. I'm recording this actually on a Friday at noon. Normally I wake up at 4 a.m. to record, but lots of stuff going on, lots of uploads going on last night and this morning that really kept me busy, as well as, so the other thing, like we go through some astrological information and information about the day and its energies, its qualities, stuff like that, to give you a roadmap, because like we're all just trying to pretend we're normal, and we're looking at those other people that we think are normal and we wish we could get it right like them. And so, just this helps those of us that maybe weren't gifted with all of that just ease and flow naturally, because we were raised in a caring, loving, supportive environment based on our personalities and wants and needs and desires. Some of us were born out of trauma, and we're going the other way around, and this is our awakening time. Anyway, I don't know how else to explain a day in the life of a normal person so that people understand. I simply was just your average, normal, dorky person, human, trying to make a living and do it right, when I finally just embraced the spiritual world that was bubbling up inside of me, waiting to come alive and be of use. It's my core. It's what this you guys, doing these messages for you is everything to me. It has made me feel normal for the first time in my life, because it is what I do. It is what I am. I am this vessel for angels, spirits, guides, source, your passed on loved ones, for you to receive the message. Like, you are asking a question, you are searching for answers, and they have guided you here because they hear you. And I'm feeling really heavy on my right side right now, really heavy all around, very thick energy in the air today. Holy cow. All right, we've got some spirit wanting to talk, I think, so we will get to some cards. And then also, I know tarot readings, right? These are tarot card readings if you came here for that. But we also do this kind of a reading. It's a book and it has a message and it's reading. Words are very powerful, and wait till you hear how pertaining whatever it is that we read is to your life and the world around you right now. It's freakishly accurate. Okay, so after I read through some of these notes that I've gathered, that I was just led to I don't know. This morning was a little different. I wasn't even, first thought, okay, I'm not going to even do any astrological stuff, which then I got a whole ton of other stuff. Where am I? All right, that's the heart chakra. July 2020. So, all right, also, these messages are timeless. Sorry about this long intro, but that comment really concerns me about this. How is this a day in the life of a normal person? Also, most of the astrological stuff that I have been going over is going to be in a separate podcast message. For the most part, the in-depth information that you need for like the weeks and months surrounding the time frame. Oh, man. I don't know. These messages right here are more timeless. And so I like to keep them that way. But there is information concerning, like, this day that I'm recording is a Friday. So there's going to be energies, whether you're here on Friday or not, that you need to learn about or know about to help you get through whatever it is you're getting through. There's properties of this sea blue, sky blue, light blue, baby blue color that you need in your life right now to help balance your throat chakra. Friday is the day to honor your throat chakra. So there's might be something there. You need your voice. And you need to understand the worthiness and the significance of your voice. And the fact that Friday is the day of love. I love it. It is all about the energy of love, because Friday is in conjunction with the planet of Venus, which we will talk a little bit about, which of course leads us into some astrological information nonetheless to get you through your day to day. All right, so numbers are very, very important to me. Numbers are a very significant factor that connects us to the spiritual world. It is a unifying language in all ways. Very powerful stuff in numbers. So we have the date is 7/10/2020 when I am recording this. 7122, which your angel number is 7122, is about creativity and hobbies. Very soon you will have an opportunity to make money on your hobby. Take this with due seriousness and try to use the chance to change your life to the maximum. That's your angel message. Also, the number of the day, then, therefore, based on this, is the number 3, which I loved. It ties very well into everything that's going on right now. It signifies completeness. It appears there's so much information about the number 3 and concerning the spiritual world. It is a truly high connecting number, just like the number 7. It appears 477 times in the Bible. 4 is a very strong foundational number. 477, and the number 3 and the number 7 means completeness as well. Completeness of the New Testament, which are 27 in number, the chapters. That is 3 times 3 times 3 equals 27. Jesus was placed on the cross at the 3rd hour, 3 hours of darkness, died and resurrected on the 3rd day. Lots of influence of the life and ministry of Christ. I love it. Thank you for leading me in these messages the way that you do. The 3 words that only appear, this was significant for somebody, and I'm really going to, I really want to think on this. The 3 words that only appear once in the Bible are eternity, reverend, and grandmother. Interesting, huh? I don't know who that's interesting for, but if you'd like to comment on that, I would love to hear about it. Reveals itself to you so that the number 3 reveals itself to you so that you can completely comprehend the existence of divinity in your life. Your connection to the spiritual world is strong, and they can hear your desires and prayers. In the zodiac sign, we are in the zodiac sign of Cancer in our calendar. This is your intuitive thinking, develop sensitivity for the spiritual worlds, emotional, practically psychic, outwardly emotional, but really prefer the cozy comfort of home, safety, family, security. Comfort and sensitivity are key with the Cancerian energy. This was so awesome that I've never been led to mention this in any of my messages before, so this is definitely significant. In the Chinese zodiac sign right now, we are the metal rat this year. Genuine, charming. A superbly functioning network is the profound foundation of the metal rat. Common sense. Genuine, charming nature complemented with a bright personality. Loving kindness, curiosity, is no good at keeping secrets though. Reliable towards family responsibilities, romantic and affectionate, originality, highly intelligent, ambitious and determined as soon as it knows what might be gained. Ooh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Friday is the day of Venus, the planet of love and creativity. It's a good day for a fresh new inspiration to any projects we are working on. It's a perfect day to connect with others and relax. So this is the other thing, which actually, it's ironically enough, we touch on this in the astrological stuff as well. So very strongly today, this is not a day to do anything strenuous. No hard working at your plans, okay? Expanding or pitching projects on a Friday is favorable, but nothing too strenuous. It's a day for relaxing and having fun. You're going to be in a social mood with the romantic energy of Venus. Gets us thinking about those we love. All right, so at 10:04 a.m., this was like Chicago time. I'm going to say times, but just know, depending on where you live, all right, around 10 a.m., that was Chicago time when I noted this. The moon is in Pisces. Yes, the moon is in Pisces all day, I believe. In sextile Jupiter in Capricorn. So it's a perfect constellation, bringing social success as well as material gains. Positive outlook on life. We are sincere and enjoy attention, popularity, just that socialness of Venus is going to wake us up this morning. Most extensive plans in carrying out philanthropic ventures. Have artistic interests and are attractive and optimistic. So we are going to wake up great. All right, so by the afternoonish, there was some places it was at 9:54 a.m., but then in another one, I think that was Pacific time. So, and then Chicago time at 11:48 a.m. Moon in Pisces, sextile Pluto in Capricorn. Awakens our sentimental nature. We enjoy adventures and extreme actions. Our emotional life is very distinctive and decisive. Oh, and desire to travel awakens. This is a period of intuition and introspection. Deep stuff coming to the surface, leading us to the Chiron in Venus. The Venus in active Gemini is sextile Chiron in our potent Aries by 11:37 a.m., depending on where your time zone is. After a long retrograde passage, our collective journey with Venus continues forward to support the healing of old chronic wounds. Venus's healing and cohesive powers help many of us finally embrace and integrate a deep awareness of ourselves and how our ways of relating need consistent and tending care. Consistent tending and care. That sounds much more better. Okay, so then I think that was Pacific time, 11:37 a.m., which would push you more into the afternoon, late afternoon, around Chicago time. But then, what do I have here? The void moon, we do have a void moon today, but it doesn't start till 11:48 p.m. until 1:05 a.m. So it's going to be like late throughout the night. Void, of course, is a time of reflection rather than taking new action. Initiatives begin now. And in the waning moon that we're in, it's a decreasing of the light. Plans have accumulated, and we begin to let go and draw back and process right now. So again, not a huge, especially as we go to bed at night, more reflection is going to be happening, but it's the initiative that we're going to be taking. I have a feeling tomorrow's going to be pretty energetic. I don't know. I haven't looked into it because today was enough. All right, 10:48 p.m. Chicago time, 8:49 p.m. Pacific time. Moon in Pisces, sextile Saturn in Capricorn. Increases our sense of responsibility and our organizational talent. We pursue goals with care and deliberation, harmonious and constructive blending of peaceful intuition with structure and practicality, harnessing forces, making things more tangible. This is that full, and then we have what's pushing this, that Saturn in Capricorn. Okay, well, that's pulling that full moon lunar eclipse energy that we just went through July 4th, 5th. Yeah, whatever pretty much tower moment thing happened over this past weekend, because it is July 10th when I'm recording this. So July 5th was the full moon. that eclipse energy was in Capricorn. It's going to ignite that. It's really going to help that beautiful energy tonight as we close out our day. It's going to be pretty harmonious in what we are reflecting on in our intuition and motivated for the day tomorrow. It's kind of like pulling the arrow back is what I feel like is what this day is. Okay? 10:06. Okay, this is the energy within the void moon. The void moon ends, depending on where you are, 10:06 p.m. Wow, that's crazy. That doesn't even make sense. Void moon ends and it enters Aries. Moon joins Mars in Chiron in battle-ready Aries. The lunar eclipse moon energy shifts into one more active impulse, outwardly propelling for the next 2 days. Like I just said, doesn't that sound like an arrow's being pulled back today for the rest of this weekend? Something's going to happen. Okay, that's all I got for today. Where are we at? Ooh, only 21 minutes. That's awesome. Even with that long intro. Thank you, Spirit. What a beautiful flow of a message. Okay, we are going to do our 4-7-8 breathing. In for 4, hold it for 7, exhale for 8. When you inhale, I want you to inhale that beautiful life force prana. And just let it swirl through your whole body, down your legs, down to your toes, up, down, out your arms, down to your fingertips, and then up through your throat chakra and out your mouth. Now inhale for a count of 4, right? Swirling around for a count of 7. Exhaling all that no longer serves you for a count of 8. All right? We're going to do that, and then I'm going to say these throat chakra affirmations to help balance, open, and heal and ignite your throat chakra. Your day is going to be full of love. Let this either resonate within you, let my voice be your voice, or go ahead and feel free to let your voice shine. Sing them out, belt them out, do what you can with where you are. And otherwise, feel free to pause them, write them down, save them for later if they truly resonate with you, okay? Feel your power today, my loves, and that's what you're going to express. All right, this is, after all, your throat is your purification center, your throat chakra, all right? Yes, it is obviously in your throat, and it is this swirling, light blue, healing color. It's so healing and just purifying. Like water is just, it is relatively known everywhere. Water is purifying. All right, think of the baptism that you go through as a Christian or whatever. Highly purifying. This is your purification center of what drips down from your mind and what you see, how you perceive things, and how you think about things, and then it comes up from your lower chakras up through your heart, and what is in your heart out through your purification center and into the physical world. How significant that this day is of love. I did want to know, actually, before we do these affirmations, I actually took this down today and I was going to marker out the fact that it says noun, because everyone knows that love is a verb. Come on now. Nope. No, I was stopped right quick. No, it is not. We don't have to prove anything. We don't have to do anything. When it comes to love, it is. God is love. Source is love. You are an extension of Source. You are love. So, okay, I already know what our first affirmation is going to be, because it is a noun and you are a noun. Love is a thing. It is, I guess, a verb because it is a living, breathing thing. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Take it as it resonates. In for 4. I am love. I stand in the river of creativity and bathe in brilliant ideas. My honesty attracts what I deserve. I am safe and trust others to allow me to express myself truthfully. I am safe and trust others to allow me to express myself truthfully. Being honest will free me from my current situation. I alone am responsible for communicating myself clearly. I am open, clear, and honest in my communication. I understand I create my world with the purity of my words. I have a right and am able to speak my truth. I express my feelings easily and freely. My heart and mind are best friends. I nourish my spirit through creativity. I own my power and feel fully alive. I express myself with clarity and confidence. I express my gratitude towards life. I know and am expressing myself with clear intent. I know and am expressing myself with clear intent. I live to share my experience. I love to share my experiences and wisdom. I know when it is time to listen. I listen to my body as my soul speaks to me through it. I live in my truth. I communicate my truth. I am the truth. I express myself with love each time I speak. I speak of thankfulness in all things. I communicate effectively with everyone in my life. I am calm, confident, and compassionate. I am eloquent and well-spoken. I enjoy the flow I feel when I sing. I live an authentic life of integrity. I am at peace. All right, my love, let's pull some cards. You know, that's what we all came here for anyway. I am going to advertise some personal readings soon. I think I'm going to... Oh, wait. That's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the fact that we might be changing our name again, because it does concern that opening statement about how we used to be Shower Thoughts, and then we used tarot cards just so you had something to look at, because I wasn't ever going to show you me in the shower or the bath. That was never going to happen. So I was always going to have like something set up like this so you had something to look at while I babbled. But I should say, well, I received my messages and delivered them to you. But then I thought, okay, well, that's cool. Why don't I pull some tarot cards? And I always asked for like 1, 2, or 3 cards, because I was also just learning tarot. And so I studied those 1, 2, or 3 cards, sometimes more than that. Each day, each morning I would wake up and I would study those cards. And that would be like the message that I was led to deliver that day to you. And then just one thing after another led it to become not Shower Thoughts anymore. And My Facebook group, A Day in the Life of a Normal Person, was the first thing created in that. It's actually supposed to be the title of the book that I'm writing, which is funny because we are all writing our book. We are all literally writing the book each day with our life as a normal person. So how ironic that the title of my book's going to be pretty original. A Day in the Life of a Normal Person. Then it will be much more clearly described, but this is just you sharing my journey, you guys. That's all it is. And hopefully, on top of delivering messages, here we got the high priestess in the world making an appearance, you guys. Yes, I shovel a lot. Well, I do this with you because I want you to always know how legit the messages are, because sometimes the way that these cards come out are pretty fantastical. I am not going to lie, but you can't make this shit up. Anyway, where was I? Oh, so changing the title again. So the future goal of all of this is to get A Day in the Life of a Normal Person on the road, and you guys are going to share that journey with me. And along the way, I'm going to be writing this book. Probably in the physical. I don't know. I don't know if that means that I'm going to be writing it out like with paper and pen or a typewriter or whatever, or if it means that I'm going to be living it out. But it's going to be happening. It has something to do with the cookbook too. We'll see how it goes. But we are going to be traveling, and you guys are going to be sharing that journey with me each day on the road and delivering this messages of joy everywhere I go, and doing and saying all, like, living out the things that my heart and soul have always wanted to, and connecting to all the people that I've always wanted to. So anyway, wherever I'm led, I don't know. It's just, I'm finally being one of those people that hears their call. And as crazy as it might be, kind of like, I hate to say it, but kind of like Rob Bell. Like, everybody ridiculed him too when he left. And, I can't even, everybody I mention him to even to this day, thinks he's crazy. Went off his rocker, lost it. No, actually, folks, he gained it. He actually just gained clarity, and he answered the call. And I don't understand how, especially as Christian followers, or however you want to word it, like, how can you question it when your religion and your Bible itself tells you to listen to your call? You took Christ consciousness into your heart. Why do you limit that? That's just nuts. Anyway. All right, let's pull some cards. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Guide. Oh, I want to warn you, too. Yeah, the noise in the background, this is my daughter coming home. Hi, Alina! This is my daughter coming home from her lunch break, I believe. And then also, I think in a minute, you guys are going to hear a really loud beep. Whoa, that's the dryer. Just gotta go with the flow, folks. So, I don't know. This is a lot. But they fell out separately. It's only 4, so I'm going to take them. Alright. It looks to me like something really, really hurt. You definitely have gone through some massive pain. This 3 of Swords is the heartache card. But to me, it looks like the clouds are clearing. And yeah, that rain, that cleansing water, be it your tears, the cleansing waters are cleansing all of that darkness and that pain away. It's being washed away. And swords are your clarity, your insight, your thoughts, your mind. And you are receiving balance within that. Like it's hard to... You're using the pain to gain clarity in making yourself stronger. You're using it to clear out the bullshit. basically, and to help you gain lots of motivation to make the choice, to make the decision, to get shit done and get up and go. This major arcana of the Chariot. We are going to read that, but this is, you have stepped into your power, out of the pain. You're manifesting power. You are manifesting the life that you want, and you are making the choices you need. Highly connected to the divine. This is just a wild, passionate energy. And this buildings in the background tells me that it's high. Look at how those storm clouds kind of match those clouds in her. Steam of her motorcycle tires spinning behind her. Holy crap. That's so cool. All right, we got to read the Chariot. I'll pull up those other two in a second. That's the number 7 as well, duly noted. Holy crap. She rules everything around her. The Chariot rides in on a silver gleaming motorcycle ready for battle. She's got her leather armor to protect her. Yes, huge thing too. I don't know why I didn't write it down. Huge. Look up, I think it's in Ephesians in the Bible. It doesn't matter if you're a Christian or not. Look up the full armor of God. Through the next 6 months, this is going to be important to put on every day. She's got her leather armor to protect her. But then again, that tells me that's over the test of time. Like, when something is, okay, landslide. Is it No, not that. Giving me a million reasons. That's the song that I've been singing lately. And that, oh my gosh, I'm singing the whole song in my head except for the one verse that I want to tap into. Just listen, that song is for somebody. The worn out leather, basically. But this is strong leather that has strengthened you through the tests of time. And you have really come into your divine power, ready. Oh my gosh. Okay, still reading. Sorry. Her crown points towards the sky, and she's connected to nature, her emotions, and to the stable ground beneath her. The Chariot has worked hard to balance everything in her life perfectly. Everything is in its right place and under her control. Victory might not be easy, but she'll win in the end. It's time to be a boss and get shit done. Metaphorically or literally, put on your most badass leather jacket and toughest boots and get ready to fight. Fight for yourself, don't give up, and don't let anyone run you off the road. It's probably going to take a bit of force and mental energy, but you're confident, you're powerful, you're prepared for this. Victory is yours. Woohoo! All right, which leads you to the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Swords. The Knight of Cups, I feel like, is bringing in, when you take this step forward, this Knight of Cups is slow moving, but I just feel like maybe it's the emotional fulfillment that you're working towards. You are energized and ready and stepping into your power with that major arcana card there. That's definitely you starting this new path of life. Now, the emotional fulfillment side of things has just taken its toll on you by not coming. This is it coming to you, being offered to you, and it's not been coming. It's taking its sweet time. However, this river it's flowing, it's coming, it is. It's not a big, huge Nile river, so it's just, yeah, it's been gaining momentum. Look at that. It was thin and a trickle and not just calm. But now, as it gains, as it gets closer to this, which is you stepping more into your power instead of waiting, she's looking down into her cup and like focused on the fact that it's taking too long. And that's just not where you need to be. You're going to be stepping into the mental clarity that you have as a connection to source is giving you your strong foundation. See now where the pink is here It's more of a foundational aspect. You've taken control of your emotions. You're not worried about them anymore. You've let them be where they're supposed to be, and you're rising up above them through lots of clarity. She is very frank, very honest, very real, but not lacking compassion. She is still, like, she's attractive, and people want to come to her for her wisdom. It's very freeing. That bird in the air is just like really soaring, and it's risen above the clouds. Oh my God, risen above the clouds, soaring. Yes, that is the freeing feeling that you will have with the mental clarity gained by not worrying anymore about what's coming and where you're going. Oh, 7 of Pentacles. There's another number 7. Dang, you guys. And the 3 right off the bat. Why didn't I note that? Wow. Wow. Holy cannoli. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my gosh. That just rolls right up out of my tummy. Right up through my throat. Oh. Okay. 7 of Pentacles. I have never noticed the fact that, first of all, it looks like a glass floor. This is her greenhouse, her garden, her fruition. Whatever you've been working towards in the physical world, coins, pentacles are coins. They are of the earth, of the material world. You're the fruition of what I feel like this is whatever you've been passionate about. To me, pentacles are whatever your treasure is here on earth. So you have been working towards something. And the clarity that you've gained through stepping into your power here has been the foundation to where now you just get to sit back. This is that energy of this day, 100%. You just sit back and watch it grow. Like, the idea has been planted, and right now is to just watch it all come to fruition. It is growing rapidly without you having to put too much effort into it because of the divine way that it has been guided. Holy Hannah. You've done a really good job of connecting to Source in your Source energy. All right. 4. I knew, oh my gosh, I was almost going to say, watch a 4 come out next. Look at that. A 4. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Spirit. I love how these messages flow. All right. So, 4 of Pentacles can typically sometimes mean in like a standard tarot or certain decks, depending on what cards you use, like a not sharing card. To me, this is financial stability from the get. This is using your mind. See how the coin is at her head. On her mind, she's in thinking about it. In her heart, she's holding it clearly to her heart, what her treasure is. And then her foundation at her feet as well. Like, this is just well stable. This is wise investments. This is budgeting your money. This is doing it smart. This is not being frivolous with your money anymore. This is building a solid foundation. See, her outfit's not really all that, but she has her coat on. She is prepared for what might come, but she's wearing a t-shirt and like comfy pants, but yet those are like leggings. Like, you can look nice but also be comfortable. Her boots, in case they look good, but in case she wades in deep waters. I mean, she is well prepared all around. This is a solid financial foundation. So it's not like you're just being carefree and all fantastical, like lazy. This is not being lazy or uncaring about what is going on. This is a very lucky, abundant burst that you get to watch happen. I mean, you are there with your watering can. It's not like you're not doing anything. You are there. You're present and active in this. It's just so wisely. It's such a very, very solid, sound foundation. And with the clarification of the 3s, the 7s, and the 2 7s, a 3, and a 4. Come on, what did we just open this message with? What is today's date? So I have no doubt, I can clearly say this is happening for somebody. Like, today. This isn't something that's arriving in long. You are making this choice. This is all happening today. And the rest, this is affecting lifelong stuff. The choices that you make today with your handling the Friday energy wisely. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Source. What is the final message? Oh my goodness. What a beautiful new beginning. Passionate new beginning. If this is love coming into your life, I'm telling you, this is a very sexually passionate relationship. I'm not going to, I have to say that. Especially with this Queen of Swords energy, I feel almost like, oh my gosh, your knight is coming in. All right, this is a new passionate beginning. This could not be more of a sexual energy, though. Very passionate energy, fiery, new beginning with just clarity, of gaining your power and your strength and your feminine, this huge call to step into. This is for man or woman. Huge call to balance and step into that feminine energy with the divine feminine. We all have it. We are all 50-50. You can't deny it. This is getting more in touch with your compassionate side, what is in your heart, even the playfulness side of you, the magical side of you, the power within you. I mean, what hurt you is no longer you. It is under your feet. And what instantly, like when, as soon as you take hold of the power that is God, that source is handing to you, that you've been divinely guided into your kingdom. That's your kingdom you're building right here. This is your future, your life. There's that river. Oh my Lanta. Yep. It's coming. Oh my gosh. And look at what just instantly, yes, like it's you're done waiting. Yes, it took slow, but then bam. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have to read Ace of Wands. Oh my gosh. Oh. Ace, of Wands. High above a desert landscape, baking in the sun and heat, your wand burns with passion. A fire has been lit within you and there's no putting it out. Allow this burning drive within you to push you forward into new things. Harness that creativity. It's time to go. Start this wild journey. Woohoo! All right. Queen of Wands. I feel we're going to read this. This is for a few people. If it's not a passionate love that's coming in. The Queen is bursting with life and infectious energy. You can't help feeling like you could take on the world when you're around her. Her confidence and get-to-itness is so powerful. She motivates you to do shit. If you're the Queen, life is giving it all to you right now. Good luck, ideas, friends, promotions. She'll channel this bounty into confidence. You know your strengths and weaknesses. That's stepping into this right here. This is that dual energy with those right there. Those sphinxes with wings. I am going to have to look those up. I've never studied that part of the card. Wow, that is significant. That is that dual energy. That is, the energy of Gemini. When was that? 11:37 a.m. So about right now. Get out of town. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. You know your strengths and weaknesses and how to utilize all your skills to get what you want. So get it, girl or guy. Wow. Just so you know, bottom of the deck is your new beginning. The old is no more. There's your new beginning. Right there. See the sun has risen in your new world. You have done it. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. It is so. All right, let's read some love wins. Where are we at? 49. Okay, we've got a second. Where did I leave? Okay. So we are in chapter 5, Dying to Live, page 129. So far, we've just explored the cross. So now, the resurrection. Oh my gosh, what did I just touch on? All the threes. Huh. Because after Friday, which is today, eventually comes Sunday. Lots of people were crucified in Jesus' day. That wasn't that unusual. What gave the early Christians such extraordinary fire and fuel was the insistence that Jesus' death on the cross was not the last word on this rabbi from Nazareth. What set all sorts of historic events in motion was his followers' insistence that they had experienced him after his death. Their encounters with him led to them to believe that something massive had happened that had implications for the entire world. To understand their claims, it's important to remember that resurrection after death was not a new idea. In the fall of many parts of the world, the leaves drop from the trees and the plants die. They turn brown, wither, and lose their life. They remain this way for the winter, dormant, dead, lifeless, and then spring comes, and they burst into life again, growing, sprouting, producing new leaves and buds. For there to be spring, there has to be a fall and then a winter. For nature to spring to life, it first has to die. Death, then resurrection. Putting that out there. Wow. Wow. I love what I do. This is just so beautiful. Okay. Wow. This is true for ecosystems, food chains, the seasons. It's true all across the environment. Death gives way to life. A seed has to be buried in the ground before it could rise up from out of the earth as new life. Think of what you've had to eat today. Dead. All of it. If you ate plants, they were at some point harvested, uprooted, disconnected from a stalk or a vine, yanked from the ground so that they could make their way to your plate, where you ate them so you can live. The death of one living thing for the life of another. This death and life mystery, this mechanism, the yin and yang, yes. This mechanism, this process is built into the very fabric of creation. Oh, Lord, yes, that is what I'm all about. I have something to read to you right after this. The cells in our bodies are dying at a rate of millions a second, only to be replaced at a similar rate of millions a second. Our skin is constantly flaking off, and our body is continually replacing the skin cells with new ones. We have entirely new skin every week or so. Death is the engine of life and the rational realm, relational realm as well. Think about those firefighters who lost their lives on 9/11, rescuing people. Who isn't moved when they hear those stories of selfless heroism? Ironic that happened 20 years ago. Oh my God. I mean, it's not 20, it's the time frame of where we are right now in July of 2020 is relatable to 9/11 when it happened. Astrologically. Okay. Who isn't moved when they hear those stories of selfless heroism? We talk about how inspiring it is when people sacrifice themselves for the well-being of another. To inspire is to give life, their deaths for others' lives. So when the writers of the Bible talk about Jesus' resurrection, bringing new life to the world, they aren't talking about a new concept. They're talking about something that has always been true. It's how the world works. Although the cross is often understood as a religious icon, it's a symbol of an elemental reality, one we all experience every time we take a bite of food. All right. Wow, that is powerful. And so that is huge. Huge. Oh my gosh. All right. So this is why I needed to mention the fact that the name might be changing from A Day of a Life of a Normal Person into Joys. I know Joys is the camper that we will be traveling in. So I don't know how this is all going to pan out, but this is just the initial stages of me mentioning all of this to you. This is what I received last night and this morning. Joys. That's it. No explanation needed. Take it as it resonates. It's the closest thing we are willing to label as us. Us as. It's the closest thing we are willing to label us as. Other than love and faith. Together, we bring joy. Our property is a safe place. There are no other options while in the light of love and faith. It is so. While residing within, that is the way you will live. Within. There will be no fear of lack as we all live as one within. As you live loving yourself, you become fully aware of every energy you give off to everything around you and are therefore motivated to create the best world for yourself, rising new each day to move even closer to your inner joy. As you live in joy, it nourishes everything around you as of you. There begins the learned and lived harmony of yin and yang, the acceptance and appreciation of contrast. The virtue of patience is practiced daily as we watch the fruition of our manifestations through this process. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. If you build it, they will come. Under the authority of the most pure of lights, it is so. I, a celestial being, am made up of all that I have chosen for my body, empowered by all life before me, and source in me. I've got this. All right, my loves. Go forth in communication, in compassion, in all of your communication, especially today, when you go forth here and here, in your new beginning. Have compassion in all of your communication and watch joy flood your life. Be blessed.